Hey, how y'all doing? Um, Welcome to week 3. I'm on my tablet today because I still can't get my camera on my laptop to work. So if I'm at a funny angle or I look funny, I look like my head's banging on the ceiling. Anyway, I'm at home in my office. Welcome to week 3. And this is what we're talking about this week as we're continuing into child development. It's really fascinating to me, at least as a child psychologist. Um, but I think that there's so much in what you were doing in the your discussions and in your assignment this week. Hopefully, also in the reading. Um, that really, I think I think it gives you an opportunity to kind of look back on your own childhood and how that has contributed to making you who you are. That's really the bottom line. That's what we want to make that connection all throughout the whole class. Um, this is not just um, a class in psychology. This is a class in being who you are and understanding what is it that makes you who you are. So this week, or week 2, for your discussions, you had an opportunity to mess around with a children's book. The research tells us that it is one of the best things for parents to interact with their children by reading to them. And so the question really is, what is it that reading to your child does for to help the child develop? Um, this exercise gives you an opportunity to see what is it in a child's book that is really contributing to child development. Um, that would, that goes a long way to answering that question about what is it about reading to your child that helps the child develop. But what research shows that it's not just when the child's sitting on the parent's lap or looking at the text of the book that the child is getting that assistance, developmental assistance, but it's also times where the child may be in the floor playing with his toys and the parent is reading to the child, and the child is still getting that developmental assistance through the parents reading to the child. So you got to consider this has got to be more than just the child looking at the text. There is something about the social event of a parent reading to a child. There's a social connection there. There's a moral connection there. And as you saw in this exercise, that there are facets that go beyond just the language development. You also see cognitive development. You also see moral development in the books. Remember, I tend to I like to call that everyone. This was a fantastic week. You all did a really good job with those books. Remember though, some of you missed the opportunity to interact with your classmates. That I do want you to answer the questions, but then I also want you to respond to at least 2 of your classmates. Okay, so this week I'll mention Caitlin, Anna, Samuel, and Rachel. That was Caitlin, Anna, Samuel, and Rachel. Just among all of you who worked so hard on this discussion. But those 4 in particular, I just wrote down your names as really going above and beyond. You really did some great analysis of these books. Remember, children's books are more than just a simple story and some simple text and all that. Children's books are often one of the first opportunities that children get to interact with a social situation, to imagine themselves in a social situation, to see what would I do if I was that character, if I had those gifts, abilities, or disabilities, or the conflict situation. And that's among other things. That's what good reading will do. Anyway, I really hope y'all have a great week, and take care of yourselves. Keep yourselves whole and healthy, and I will talk to you next week.